What's up, YouTube? It's Hot Sauce Mike, the Hot Sauce Guru, and I'm here with Mexi Beetle. Today's adventure, we are heading to Madison, Indiana to visit a good old friend of mine. We're gonna go visit Chef Eddie, Hoboken Eddie. All we gotta do is cross the bridge and head into Madison, Indiana. We'll be over at Hoboken Eddie's.
Is on your right, 2840 Wilson Avenue. Arrive.
We finally made it to Hoboken Eddie's. We are going to be tasting some of his home flavor soon. We are here at Hoboken Eddie's restaurant with Chef Ed. We are trying out his Cuban Reuben. It's got, what's it about, boss man?
We got hickory smoked cherry ham. We have center cut pork chop sliced thin. We got assorted cheeses on there.
Look at that.
You got a chipotle coleslaw. You got spicy mustard, and you got in-house homemade fresh pickles.
Sounds yummy.
Cuban Reuben.
Cuban Reuben. You can tell it was made with love.
It's Mexican lasagna. So it's instead of your typical lasagna noodles, it's layered. First of all, you put a bed of salsa down first. So homemade stewed tomatoes with cilantro down first. Then you put a layer of corn tortillas. Then you put cheese on top of that. It holds your tortillas together and stops them from getting too soggy. Then you build it up. So I made a chili. So then you have salsa, corn tortillas, cheese, then chili, then another layer of the Mexican lasagna, which is the corn tortillas, then more chili, more cheese, more chili, more cheese, more chili, more cheese, and just build it up, and bake it off.
You got layers and layers of goodness.
Layers and layers. And I also did one layer of smoked roasted peppers.
That was good. Alright guys, it's Hot Sauce Mike here, kicking it with Chef Ed, the owner of Hoboken Eddie's. Chef Ed, what is up, good sir?
How are you, Mike? Good to
I
see
am
you.
good. Always a pleasure coming up here today.
I appreciate you coming down. Glad you guys tried something and brought it all together.
That's awesome. So you've been making sauces for how long now?
30 years, since like 1990.
Yeah, so you've been in the game for a while.
Yeah. One of the first shows I did was actually at the World Trade Center.
Really?
Back in 1990, yeah.
That is neat.
After that, I was executive chef in Midtown Manhattan for years. I was a troubleshooter at Jacob Javits Center. I worked for the Marriott for 11 years. And then I opened up a little restaurant in Hoboken. And when I
Hoboken, New Jersey.
Hoboken, New Jersey. Home of Frank Sinatra. Old Brown Eyes is back. So I started making my sauce out of the restaurant, and that's where I started. And I'd feed about 75 to 100 people a night. But when I first came in, I put a 50-gallon pot of sauce up, and then I closed at the end of the night, I'd bottle that sauce. If the customers came in and it was like, 10 minutes before closing, even if they got a rare hamburger, it took about 20 minutes because I would say, okay, well, listen, here, why don't you label some bottles while you're waiting for your sandwich? Is that burger ready yet? I'd look at the bottles and say, yeah. Okay, yeah, almost. How many more bottles we got to do?
Put them to work while they waiting. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Free labor.
And at the time, I was growing peppers on the rooftop. We used to call it Tar Beach, which is the rooftops in Hoboken. So I used to grow my peppers on the roof in Hoboken, and I used to make with the peppers, I'd make homegrown.
So that was the first sauce?
That was the
first hot sauce?
First hot sauce.
Really? That's
And then after that, I toned it down and made smoked homegrown. And then what happened was I had so many habaneros, and I wanted to use them up and rotate them, so I made the effing hot sauce.
That was my go-to staple. Effing hot sauce.
Yeah, that's the
got
effing hot
some
sauce.
heat.
Which is
Definitely got some good
ghost
flavor.
and habanero, and believe me when I tell you, it's effing hot, you know. But it's a clean sauce. It's all made from the peppers from my garden, and there's no preservatives in there. It's all naturally brewed down.
Flavor, natural ingredients.
And then at one point, I closed the restaurant down and just kept it as a sauce factory. So for the rent I was paying there, it was affordable, my overhead, and you know, me making 50 gallons a day in sauce was enough for me. I mean, I was making 13 cases of sauce out of that, so I was making $1,300 worth of sauce, and then started making it 5 nights a week, so it was making between $7,000 and $10,000 worth of sauce a week. Well, what happened was I had sauce everywhere, and there was no place to sit, so it was like, okay, well, let's just close down the restaurant and make sauce.
Just make sauce only.
Then eventually I ended up getting my own factory up in Poughkeepsie, and we went from making 15 cases of sauce a day to between 100 and 300 cases of sauce a day.
Wow. So
Yeah, it was butts and elbows. You know? And I got distribution, and you know, we covered the whole East Coast. And then you know, I had closed the restaurant down and just concentrated on the sauces. And then I moved out here to do my farming. I had 7 acres of fields, and I grew over 30,000 pepper plants in 1 year. And it was over 7 acres.
So you grow all your own peppers for your sauce?
Yes,
right?
I grow all my own peppers, and we don't use pesticides or anything like that.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
But the thing of it was, it seemed like every time we went to go weed or harvest, it was raining, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of it was all done by hand. Once the fields get wet, you can't get a tractor in there.
All right.
So it was all done by hand. And, you know, there'd be 5 or 6 of us with a hoe and just all doing the weeds by hand. And we harvested over 20,000 pounds of peppers.
Holy
Yeah.
cow.
And we had ghosts, habaneros, some reapers, cubanellas, Hungarians, green peppers, red peppers, ivories, chocolate habaneros. We grew an
A
assortment
mixture
of
of everything.
Yeah, yeah. And then I have a factory down the street here from the restaurant, and we still physically make all our sauces, and all our sauces are all still done by hand. None of this is done by machinery. We employ people.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
So as funny as it sounds, these are all filled by hand with beer pitchers and funnels.
that is old school.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Well, and then, I mean, people are getting paid,
Hey, you're providing jobs, yeah.
and at the same time, too, it's still a homemade personal product. Every bottle is done by hand.
That is awesome.
In fact, just a couple weeks ago, we made 700 cases of sauce, shipped them out to New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Canada.
And Jungle Gems, don't forget that.
And Jungle Gyms, that's right. We came up to see you guys at Jungle Gyms. Well, I had to pay the help. I had to go up there and okay, Jungle, I need you to take some sauce for me. I got to pay the help. And hey, I remember, Mike, give me a good order, Mike.
I got
Give me a
you.
good order, Mike. I got to pay the help. So I appreciate that too.
Oh man, yeah, you guys definitely gotta check out Chef Eddie over here, Hoboken Eddie, Madison, Indiana. Great food, some great sauces. Also,
A chef like nobody's business.
you got it. Some good Bloody Mary mix.
Those pictures, if you see them right there, Hannah's on my sweet sauces and Eddie's on my hot sauces because he's a pain in the ass. But they're both equally pains in the ass. But they're my kids. I still love them.
Chef Ed, thank you for letting us come pay you a visit. It was a pleasure and it was fun. Definitely, we'll have to come over and do this again for sure.
Well, I'll look forward to seeing you guys again.
Hey, definitely.
Alright.
I will give you a call and let you know when I'm coming back out this way.
All right.
Guys, it's the end of the video. If you like what you've seen, hit the subscribe button. If you're trying to stay up to current videos that we post up, hit the bell icon down below. Also in the description, I'm going to post up the links to Hoboken Eddie's website If you ever want to check him out, he's over here at Madison, Indiana. If you're trying to pick up sauces in our local area, we're in Cincinnati. You can check out Jungle Gems. And if you can't find him anywhere where you're at, definitely stop by HobokenEddies.com. His website will have all the sauces that he has, that he carries, and you'll be able to order it there.
And if you come to the restaurant, you might want to go ahead and research the restaurant. It's under Hoboken Eddie's Soup Sergeant, and that's Sergeant. Don't bother scrolling down. Just go to the photo albums, look up the timeline photos, and look at all the photos. I don't have a menu. We make stuff different every day, always specials. If there's something in one of the photos that you like, 90% of the time I can make it, 100% of the time I can fake it. So if you see something you like, I'll make you whatever you want. BYOB, bring your own beer, bring your own wine. Hell, I don't care if you bring your own damn Polar Pops. I got drinks here, but hey, I want you to be happy. Come here for the food. All right?
Thanks for watching, guys.